Ladies and gentlemen, I'm deeply honored to deliver this lecture in this beautiful, fantastic vision hall. And thank you very much, Dr. Farhan Nazami, for kindly inviting me here. I think he deserves to be given big hand again. I'm speaking today not only as diligent Muslim, but also as a Malaysian and a proud representative of Islam in the Malay world. The Quran contains ample teachings exhorting Muslims to be just, not only to Muslims, even toward those who they hate. Let not your hatred towards a group makes you commit injustice. Justice is ever demanded, for it is closest to God consciousness, as stated in Surah Al-Ma'idah, the 8th verses which يا أيها الذين آمنوا كونوا قوامين لله فلا بالقسط ولا يجرمنكم شنآن قوم على تعدلوا اعدلوا هو أقرب للتقوى واتقوا الله إن الله خبير بما تعملون. This ayah in the long history of Islam in various parts of the world, such as Spain, many parts of Africa, and the Middle East, the Balkans, Central and South Asia, and the Malay world. The principle of mercy and justice were largely upheld by countless political leaders, scholars, and administrators with various political, educational, and legal institutions. Despite the various internal and external challenges that it has to face, it is a truly universal and ethical civilization. The arrival and spread of Islam in the Malay world began in the 7th century with the transformation of the worldview and the ethical, cultural, and flowered for many centuries, centering on several major cities such as Malacca and Aceh. It has survived despite long periods of subjugation and colonization of the different parts of Malay archipelago by the Buddhist Thais, Catholic Portuguese and Spaniards, Protestant Dutch, and Anglican British. Ladies and gentlemen, this unique tolerance, which we call muhibbah, from the Arabic word hope. If some of you understand the Arabic meaning love, radicalism, and of course terrorism. Hence, we are able to conduct our daily activities without fearing for our life, unlike in some other countries. European colonization of Latin America, part of Africa, and Asia was perpetrated in the name of God, in the name of country. As we all know, gold and glory were no doubt the more obvious and instrumental motivation. The First and Second World Wars, the Korean and Vietnam Wars can be attributed mainly to ideological causes. The Balkan tragedy was essentially based on ethnic religious ground. The mass genocide in the Christian majority state of Rwanda is largely motivated by tribalism. The Ugandan civil war was mainly due to Christian religious radicalism, the mass killing of the Muslims in the Ivory Coast were ethnic religious, committed by Christian and indigenous groups. Dr. Burhan, this topic is very, very close to my heart. In Malaysia, the Prime Minister, me, and Defence Minister are top in the wanted list, and the top of wanted list of terrorists in Malaysia. But I'm not worried. I'm very safe in Oxford, inshallah. As we know, this phenomenon, terrorism, have victimized not only those who were directly targeted, but also Muslims worldwide, and stoke the lingering embers of Islamophobia. In understanding this phenomenon, it is instrumental to look at internal and external factors. To deroot a tree, it is not enough to merely uproot it from the ground, because the remaining roots may yet be alive and will continue to grow and spread. The rooting a tree involves also other mechanisms, so that all the hidden and widely spread remnant will be effectively cast out. In a similar but more complicated manner, the rooting extremism, radicalism, terrorism among a small minority of Muslims involves a keen and correct understanding of their real, internal, and external causes, and the application of wise, bold, and consistent multi-dimensional corrective, punitive, and preventive approaches. Extremism is a vice. I would like to repeat, extremism is a vice in the Islamic worldview and ethic, while moderation or wasatiyah, which has been universally practiced throughout Muslim history, is a praiseworthy virtue of Fadilah. Someone here carries the name of Fadilah. My wife's name is Hamida, it's different name. But the moderate Muslim, most of whom belong to the majority Sunni school, have produced many major tracts detailing the various extremist, radical, and terroristic trends that had arisen from within the Muslim community from the earliest century of Islam. We can mention the works such as Al-Farq Bayan Al-Firaq by Abdul Qahir Al-Baghdadi, kitab like Tahaful Falasifah, Ihya Al-Mudin, and Muqit min Al-Dalal by Hujjatul Islam Abdul Hamid Al-Ghazali, for instance, and kitab, a book, Al-Bilal Wal-Nihal by Abdul Karim Al-Sahrastani, for instance, and many others are the example of study has been made. To me, extremism exists even among the Sufis. Prominent Sufi thinkers have also documented various extremist trends from among those who claim to be truly following the deepest Islamic spiritual and ethical teachings. We can see all this in two of the Muslim popular works, such as Risalah Al-Hushariyah fil Al-Tasawwuf. These are great work of Abdul Karim Al-Hushari in the year of 1072, and our greatest scholars, namely Hujaj Al-Siddiq Lil-Dafi al-Siddiq and Natalis Asrar by Nuruddin Araniri. For me, you are familiar with this name, can also be consulted. These and other works on theology, law, ethic, and spirituality were taught in the various levels of traditional Muslim education.